I thought Hulu's event last night was a good one. I had a lot of fun. Hey, I just noticed. Your force field's off. You might want to turn it on.
Thanks, and hey, you might want to do the same. Yours is off too.
Hi, my name is Trouble, and my friends and I are here to discuss griefing in there. We'll explain what griefing is and show you examples.
I'm Calamity Jane, and along with that, we'll show you what to do if grieved and what you can do to prevent it from occurring again.
We're doing this because we want everyone to have as much fun in there as they can and enjoy being there as we do.
Griefers are people who get satisfaction from causing malicious problems to others in the community. Griefing can take many forms, and most forms of griefing are against the terms of service or the TOS.
The TOS or behavior guidelines can be found by clicking on the bottom of every page at There Central. On the bottom toolbar on the left side, click There, then click There Central. Scroll to the bottom of the page and click on Behavior Guidelines.
Griefers in general love to make life miserable for other people. They will try to attack you verbally, as well try to cause your avatar harm by running into you or hitting you with paintballs.
To avoid being hit and thrown by paintballs or vehicles, make sure your force field is on. You can turn the force field on or off by clicking There, Customize, World, and checking or unchecking the force field option.
You can tell if your force field is on by the yellow ring or halo around your name tag above. If the ring isn't there, your force field is off, and you can be hit and thrown.
Here's Funk, who has graciously volunteered to show you what happens when you have your force field off. With his force field off, indicated by the missing yellow ring or halo around Funk's name tag, he is now vulnerable to attack. Ready, Funk? Okay, now Funk has turned on his force field, and you can see that the yellow halo is now around his name tag. Let's watch the difference. Okay, let's see how fearless Funk stands up to a buggy without a force field. Okay, now I'm going to give it a whirl with this force field on.
Our Their dogs aren't covered by our force fields, so they can suffer from attacks as well. Snuffles, a brave canine owned by Snacks, has been undergoing extensive training and conditioning to enable us to show you what can happen to our pets. Hey pups, don't try this at home. Snuffles is a trained professional canine. Oh, that poor puppy. If you don't want to have your dog grief, the best thing to do is simply return your dogs to the doghouse, where they can be safe and happy until you can once again bring them out and play.
Griefing can as well be abuse in discussions or chat groups, such as being sworn at, racist remarks, indecent sexual remarks, or other harassment. If you find the actions, words, or appearance of another avatar to be offensive, there are several things that you can do.
The first thing to do with a griefer is just ask them to just stop. Tell them with normal chat or I am and ask them to quit and explain why. Sometimes all it takes is to let the griefer know you do not like what they are doing and you won't stand around and be a victim.
If you're with someone that is being griefed, you can also inform the griefer that the actions are unwanted as a way to support the one that's being griefed.
After telling the griefers to stop, your next course of action with the griefers is not to pay attention to them. They are just doing what they feel will get attention to themselves. If you act like they are not there and not respond to what they're doing, they'll soon leave and find other victims.
You can also put the griefers on ignore. This feature will allow you to limit your interactions with that specific avatar.
You can ignore anyone you wish to avoid in there. Just select Ignore from your People menu in the In-World menu bar. Also, you can ignore someone by selecting their ID from the Nearby list, or you can search for them by their avatar name.
If you ignore someone who is on your buddy list, that person will be removed from your buddy list and added to your ignore list.
Another option is report the griefer and incident in there. When making a report, be sure to include the place, time, and avatar's name of the griefer, along with what happened, who was there beside you. If you have screenshots or a copy of the chat log, send them along with the report.
A really simple way to take a screenshot is to press the Print Screen button on your keyboard. That will copy a picture of your desktop to your clipboard in Windows. Next, open a graphics program such as Windows Paint and click Paste. Save the picture in a JPG format to keep the file in a small size, and include it in your email report.
To get a copy of the chat log, you look in the There folder that usually is in the Program Files folder. Open the There folder, next the There Client folder, in which you'll find the Chat Logs folder. Include the chat log that pertains to the incident and don't change the file name.
To make a report to There, you have several options. At There Central, under the Help topics, click Contact Us. Fill in the blanks and choose Member Conflict for the nature of your message.
You can also try Live Help during the hours that they are open. Just click on Live Help and fill in the information in the fields.
Oh, and please remember, you can send an email and report abuse issues anytime. Use the simple-to-remember email address of abuse@there.com. The more information you're able to provide, the better.
Another form of griefing is littering the landscape and areas of There with signs, flags, and other droppable items.
In addition to the terms of service, There has set the following policies regarding zones. Porter zones are only to be used in areas marked dropping allowed.
Portazone should not be dropped with any part inside another person's portazone without that person's permission.
The droppings inside another person's path or portazone is not allowed without that person's permission.
As a general rule, signs, There documents, music items, or portazones should not be dropped in roads, pathways, or thoroughways.
Signs should not be used to block an entrance to either public places or to homes and clubhouses.
Use common sense when dropping your items. Be considerate and ask permission first.
We hope this short video has helped you to understand what some forms of griefing are and what you can do to help make your time in there as enjoyable as it can be. On behalf of all of us and there, thanks for watching, and we'll see you there.